What the? I don't even know where to start with this one.
Being a big car guy as a kid, I was always on the lookout for really cool stuff that was car related. Fast and the Furious shaped my mind to fall in love with the street racing and tuner scene. Games like Juiced and Midnight Club, where you could add body kits to your car, and games like Need for Speed Underground 2, where you could add scissor doors and subwoofers that do nothing to your car, were my shit. It should be no surprise that I would fall in love with the show Pimp My Ride as well. Imagine the ecstasy I'd feel when I was walking through Walmart one day and I spied a game with the same title as my favorite TV show. I couldn't imagine how amazing a game where the sole objective was to do exactly that would be.
I want you to set up shop here in Pimp City for a while and see if you could turn this automotively challenged city around and whip the people of Pimp City's rides in the shit.
Oh, fuck.
It's Mr. X to the Z exhibit, and yo, we about to go pimp some rides.
So the story is you're an upstart pimp looking to get ahead in the business. Put that way, it means pimp is in car pimping, not prostitution. In any case, Exhibit is taking you under his wing to help you out getting your business ahead.
You see this? Here, it's my city. It's called Pimp City.
Where the color palette is nauseating and the cars are shitty. What a mess. This game takes the word tedious to a whole new level, beyond any artificially extended experience one could have. Slowly and monotonously collecting coin by coin, crawling your way to the minimum price. This is the nav, which comes up automatically anytime you finish anything. You can't exit out of it once it comes up, so no matter what, you're going to be stuck with this annoying arrow on top of your car at all times. You can get coins by breaking down burger signs and parking meters. Geez, West Coast Customs must have some sort of vendetta against anything that doesn't jive with their sense of style. You can also gain coins by T-boning innocent pedestrian vehicles. Don't ask me how this works. Maybe West Coast Customs is like the Sicilian Mafia, and all the residents of Pimp City need to pay up their racket money. And for that matter, I don't see how Exhibit or any of your customers appreciating you destroying their cars while massacring these people. This is a cruise, where you hold down R1 and drive egregiously slow past a group of most likely dropouts loitering in interesting places. To successfully perform this drive-by, not only do you have to crawl at a snail's pace, but you also need to execute a QuickTime event. Of course, what's a crappy game without QuickTime events? Come on. Come on. Oh, pay attention to me. I don't understand why these people will only accept you if you perform the QuickTime event right. What makes them hate you if you can't select the correct button inputs? How does it offset their affection towards your vehicle? And then there's ghost riding. Good God, ghost riding. This event can be a real bitch, to the point where I didn't even bother trying to do most of them during my fun playing the game. One of them is basic QuickTime button mashing. Fuck up once and you fail the set. The only way to earn any money out of these events are to accomplish every set. Getting 4 in a row is difficult enough, but that's the lowest score you can get to earn money, and even then, it's barely any money at all. Damn! Worst part about it is once you've collected an amount of money from one of those ghost riding events, you can't earn that money back. Whoop-de-doo.
Okay, I know I'm not from the hood or anything, but do people really think this is good dancing? Like, what? What?
Look at your character. Of course he's black, it's only fitting. He looks like an Elvis impersonator, but instead of Elvis, he's impersonating Exhibit. I've concluded that this is Exhibit's son you're playing as. Who the hell else would want to go to Exhibit's own city? The idea is you pick someone to pimp, racket some funds, and pimp out their ride. Okay, I know that the game had to have some sort of challenge to it. You can't just develop an entire game purely to customize cars. We have Flash games for that. We needed to do something to give that game difficulty, but in the holy name of Phil Collins, I don't see how this is that. It doesn't make logical sense past the first customer. You spent all that time gathering $5,000, pimping out the car, living through more dramatic tension to see which car wins, just to enter the car in a demolition derby 5 minutes later. Oh, right, which car wins? The other element of challenge, as if there wasn't enough already, is that a rival customs garage will always try to beat you when it comes to the customer choosing which car they want. Who's the brilliant guy at Douchebag Customs making business decisions that says,
Hey, this guy's trying to make a living. Quick, go and purchase me a Toyota Corolla accurate to the DX, and we'll show this guy who the real pimps in town are.
Sir, don't you think it would make more sense to serve our own customers instead of trying to outshine this one poor guy just starting out? Fuck him. And for that matter, if we went out and purchased one of those cars, the best financial outcome for this investment is a net loss of... Fuck him.
occasionally you'll run across the guy on the road and he'll try to wreck your car. What an asshole. Don't these guys have anything better to do than harass me at all times? You'd think in a city called Pimp City, there'd be enough job security for 15 different custom shops to operate safely in the black without worries. Especially when all I'm doing is wrecking all the drivers I come across. Why the hell does everyone in the city drive the same car? I mean, really, in a city that appreciates custom cars so much, you'd think there'd be more than one type of pedestrian car. Sometimes there'll be a parts dealer that will pop up at random who will have the best parts you can purchase. He's only there for a short amount of time, probably because the narcotics unit will pick up his scent from a mile away. So, parts. Some parts are more expensive than others, meaning some will gain you more points, and you'll be more likely to be chosen by the customer once all this chaos and confusion comes to an end. You know what really grinds my gears? Sometimes, in order to win the customer's preference, you'll need to install such expensive parts, it'll actually exceed the amount the game wants you to collect for that car in the first place. Now why in the hell would they do that? It's already hard enough to get the base price to start the mission, but sometimes collecting all that money, getting all those parts, it'll all be in vain because you are too poor to purchase enough parts. You know what you have to do once you reach that point, right? Yep. Collect more money from zero again!
Are you having fun yet?
Each car has a special garage that you'll have to find before you start pimping. It doesn't matter if you know the location of the special garage and forget to activate it. You must find the guy, honk your horn as if you're picking up a hoe, and then continue on with your day. Do you get a discount? Do you get bonus cash for finding it? Nope, it's just a garage.
Are you having fun yet?
This game can really start hurting you emotionally while playing. I'm just writing up the review right now, and I feel painful memories of dragging myself to finish the game. Once you've finished pimping, you can return to that level anytime you'd like to redo the level. Why you'd ever want to do that, I don't know. You have to collect all the money again, so it's pointless. This whole game is pointless! I hate it! From its wacky physics engine to the stupid minigames, all the way to the mediocre customization aspects. You know, for a game called Pimp My Ride, it's really lacking in the pimp department. There's games like Midnight Club 3, Need for Speed Underground, Test Drive Even Destruction had more creative customization than this. And each of those games were released a year before Pimp My Ride or earlier. All you get out of this game are preset decals, minimal color choices, and theatrics. Who the hell made this game? Oh, that explains everything. It was developed by Technics, almost universally known for their mediocrity in the racing genre. These guys developed such gems as Big Mother Truckers, Ford vs. Chevy, recent NASCAR games, and get this, Ride to Hell Retribution. Oh god, these guys. Technics have had such a terrible time in the industry. I can't think of a single game by Technics I actually enjoyed, except for maybe The Fast and the Furious, a game that was made to help market the release of the third film in the Fast and Furious series, Tokyo Drift. That game had better customization than Pimp My Ride, and it was made 2 months earlier.
Hey, you see that 1% on the Ride to Hell Retribution logo? That stands for the average review on Metacritic for a Technics game.
Why does this game exist? Why does Technics exist? At least they're finally done developing NASCAR games. I'm free from the grasp of Technics for now at least. This game, however, is an abomination that should never have been released. I feel sorry for everyone who has had to suffer through this train wreck of a game. This may not have been a traditional review of mine, but this isn't exactly a traditionally well-received game. It deserves to be mocked through every fiber of its being. Not even Exhibit could save this one. Steer clear, folks.
So you've heard my opinion on a really terrible game from my childhood, and I don't have very many games that I dislike, so this is probably going to be a rare thing for me to review a game that I don't like. Well, I thought that maybe I'd just take a little detour from normal reviews and do like one of these rage-filled reviews, since I don't have too many of them. I mean, I've had really great reviews here recently. LA Rush, Burnout, Juiced. So many great games. I just thought I'd spice it up a little with a terrible one. And I want to do Gran Turismo next. However, there's just one certain game that I'd like to get to before that. And we just had a Eutechnics game. It's another Eutechnics game. And it's a certain one you're not going to want to miss. I don't know if you know what it is, but I'll be damned. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.